As winter sets in, this could be the perfect time to plan an exotic escape. The hard part, though, is how do you decide the best destinations, the best hotel, and the best airline?
Thankfully, travel agents from around the world have weighed in on how you can plan your dream getaway. And the Travvy Awards were actually held last night. That's what they're called, the Travvy Awards. And they reveal the best of all things travel. So here to talk about the winners is the host of last night's show, Mark Murphy of TravelPulse.com.
Yes.
This sounds like someplace that I would, an award.
It was fun.
Why didn't you invite us?
Yeah.
Next year. You're in next year.
Okay.
I feel like I might want to schmooze in an environment like that.
It's a really great environment. You're talking to the who's who of the travel industry. They're there, they're excited, they're having a good time, and they're celebrating a new year and these great awards. And the source of the voting for the awards is travel agents. And people don't realize that they handle over 100 million travelers out of the U.S. every year. They get feedback from the customers on places they send them. Plus, these folks go and explore these different properties. And even more importantly, many times they have a direct relationship with the general manager of the hotel you're going to stay at.
Right.
And they can get you VIP treatment and all sorts of things you're never going to see on the internet.
So it's a little better than a website where you're trying to determine what 3 stars versus 4 stars really means, right?
And what is a good review or a bad review? You go to TripAdvisor, and now we see these fraudulent reviews. So how do you sort the wheat from the chaff? That's a challenge. Get a human app known as a travel agent and let them help you do that.
I love it. All right, so let's talk about some of the award winners. We'll start with best overall luxury destination.
Yeah, so Mexico. So people think, wow, what is luxury? It's really expensive. Luxury is the crossroads of great value and great experiences. And because Mexico is such a diverse destination and provides such great value, they got voted it. Because the travel agents are sending almost 20 million Americans a year to Mexico, year in and year out, and they have choices ranging from the low end all the way up to the high end. Just as a side note, I sent a friend to Mexico. They stayed at a resort called Grand Vilas. They were there. They had a micro dinner, and they said it was as good as any place they've ever eaten in New York City, including per se. Is that interesting? And it's all-inclusive.
So what about families? Is Mexico a good destination for families?
Mexico can accommodate adventure travel, family, luxury. Destination weddings are huge in Mexico. And it's all about value because a lot of the product is all-inclusive priced, and therefore they can deliver at every level. And just because it's an all-inclusive doesn't mean it's not luxury. There are great luxury all-inclusives out there.
So what about, forget about all-inclusives, let's just talk about an overall chain, best overall hotel chain.
Starwood.
Starwood
Hotels and Resorts took home the gold. And they have a great brand, they have a great product, and they are very good in terms of the travel agency channel and having a great relationship there. And the agents see that support, and they also see when their customers go to the properties, they get a great experience. And they also have their Starwood points. So the Starwood points that you can aggregate across all of their different brands. So that's where that's going. And now we've got the Marriott connection, right?
Right. Now you talked about Starwood. Starwood it's a sort of an umbrella for a lot of different hotel
so
chains,
Westin, Sheraton, et cetera, St. Regis, Aloft. So a lot of people don't realize those brands are all connected. And what they do is they can then stay at different levels of brands and aggregate those points when they travel, if that makes sense for them, if they're frequent travelers.
All right, best honeymoon destination, Tahiti.
Tahiti.
That sounds good to me.
Tahiti, I've been there. You're hanging in an overwater bungalow. It's 1,600 square feet in Bora Bora, and you're looking up at the mountain, and you are thinking that God created it, and because there's nothing like it. And it is a dream destination, and people should realize Tahiti is accessible because you think, wow, it's really far. It's 7.5 hours from L.A. So you think if you're willing to go to Hawaii from L.A., why not go to Tahiti for an extra 2.5 hours? And it is an incredible spot. I highly recommend it. And, of course, the travel agents send a lot of honeymooners there. You should just go. I know you're both married. Take your husbands and just go.
Anniversary trip.
Second honeymoon. Hey, can we grab one of these? Will this help us?
Just walk onto the plane and say, I know.
This is the
I have connection.
Travvy. Exactly.
Thank you. Mark Murphy, thank you so much.
Thank you.